Alright guys, we're going to start off with the squats first. So get your feet hip width apart, weight on the heels, claw down those toes, so just ground down the feet, and we're going to just gently draw our belly button in, pelvic floor, and we're just going to drop down into a squat. Holding in this position, so we're going to tilt that tailbone under or tuck that tailbone under. We don't want to go too far forward. Holding, and now we're going to start to pulse it. So nice and easy, small, slow grind. If you're not feeling too much in the inner thigh, what I want you to do is just gently squeeze those knees in, so they're not coming in, but you're just using the adductors to pull in. Hold, keep on going. Keep on breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Draw the belly button in. On 5, we're going to transition the weight to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition the weight to the left and hold. 5, 4. On 1, we're going to start to pulse. 3, 2, 1, and pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition the weight over to the right. Holding. Drawing that belly button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition back to the middle and back up. Good work. We're going to go into some lunges. So with the lunge, we get a nice long step stride. Ground down that front foot onto the back toes. Try not to let the foot drop out. Nice and straight up onto the back toe. Hands on your waist. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, drawing in that belly button and tuck that tailbone under. Holding, and we're going to slowly drop down to the ground. And we're going to pulse it.
Daddy, each time I come up, it turns yellow.
It does.
And then...
So my little camera assistant behind is looking at it. Alright, and hold down in that position. Hold. We're going to transition the weight to the back leg. So you're going to feel that really burn in that back leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition the weight to the front. Now you're going to start to feel that weight on that front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing legs. By this stage you should start to feel those thighs burning. You're going to start to work hard. Ground down that front leg. Back onto the back toes. Hands on the waist. Tuck that tailbone under. And let's drop down. Make sure that knee doesn't come forward, and let's pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition the weight to the back leg. Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition the leg to the weight to the front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming up. Alright, should start to get nice and warm now. We're going to transition down to the ground.
I'm here, Daddy. I'm coming.
Alright, assume the posture. Chin just slightly up, tucking in ever so gently. Shoulders down and back. Keeping a slight little arch in that lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, lowering the left leg down. So we're just going to do a bent knee fall out, or maybe breathing out as we come up. This is just a good opener for the hip. Alright, we're going to progress this and make it a little bit harder. We're going to go up into a bridge, rolling up, rolling bridge and holding. And now we do maybe pelvis drop. Really feel that inner thigh stretch out. Let's get into yes, no.
Yes. No. Yeah. No. No. Yes. No.
Really squeeze the glutes down. You want to feel them lifting up. Alright. We're going to go back to, and hold the rolling bridge. So hold. Keep that ribs to hips. Now to make it a little bit harder, if you like, you can lift the arms up or leave it down onto the ground. Coming up, and we're going to walk on the spot. Coming up into tabletop and lowering the leg down. Slowing down. Slow the movement right down. Try not to let the pelvis drop too much. So really stabilise the pelvis. Keep on going. Alright. Let's make this a little bit harder. If you find this is going to be too hard, just keep on going with the walking. Rolling bridge. We're going to hold up, and now we're going to do a maybe. So open up that hip. Again, try not to let the pelvis drop too much. So if your hands, if it's too hard, you can place that arm down. And we're going to change it over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change legs. So keep on breathing. So breathing in as you lower down, breathing out, coming up. If you're starting to get a bit tired, slowly have a rest, and then back up when you regain the composure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Lowering back down. Alright, hands behind your head. Let's do some oblique curls. So we're going to bring across, and it's just a quarter turn. So coming up. Keeping those elbows out. So we're not curling up. And it's just a slight curl. To make this harder, you don't let the head drop back down to the ground, so you're keeping those muscles engaged throughout the whole workout. To make it a little bit harder, see if you can just keep that slight little arch in that lower back and don't let that move. So that whole bottom section stays nice and stable. Breathing out as you come up, and a small breath in as you lower down. Breathe out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Alright, you should start to feel the obliques burning right now. So let's get the abdominals working. So let's go up into tabletop and just do oblique curl, abdominal curls. So in this position, the lower back should be implanted. So the lower back nice, just gently flattened on the ground. Keep on going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Alright, so now what we're going to do is just lower it down. Good work, and just roll over onto your tummy and let's stretch it out. So plantar flex your toes, push the pelvic bone down into the ground, so it's tucking that tailbone under, slowly arching up, and then using those elbows to grab in as if you're going to pull yourself forward, stretches the tummy out. Should take, if you're getting a pinch in the lower back, it should take that pinch out from the lower back. Holding in this position, get a nice stretch in the tummy. This will feel quite nice after what we've just done. See if you can really focus on getting those shoulders down and back. So that's, when we sort of say shoulders down and back, I want you to think about or visualize the shoulder blades jamming into the ribs. So that's the next phase of the shoulders down and back. Shoulders down and back is nice and basic, and then you start to think about getting those shoulder blades sitting on the ribs. Alright, so for those people who have wrist problems, stay on your elbows, otherwise we'll come up into, get ready to get into a push-up position. So tuck that tailbone under, squeezing your glutes, shoulders down and back, or the shoulder blade sitting hard against your ribs. Breathing in, breathing out, pushing up and holding. So we're going to lift up the left leg and down, change legs, change, 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 and down. We're going to slowly lower ourselves down. So coming down. For those who can't do it on the toes, then do it on the knees. So in that same position, we're going to try that again. So if you can do it on the toes, do it. Otherwise, tuck that tailbone under, coming up and hold, and lift that leg up again. Left leg, right leg. Doing it in your own time. Really pull those shoulder blades down into your ribs. And slowly down we go. Shake it all out. Back up once more. And we're just going to rock side to side. Really jam those shoulder blades nice and firm into the rib cage. Now we can go forward and back, so we're just doing calf raises on the ground. So keeping those arms nice and straight, you're just pivoting forward and back. Let's go around in circles. So take your time with this. It's a bit of a funny position. Change directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Down into prayer stretch. Should feel a nice sort of stretch in the upper back there. Keep on breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Alright, coming out. We're going to do a little bit of glute work now. So we can either do it on our elbows or hands. Hands or elbow the arms underneath the shoulders. Draw in that belly button, tuck that tailbone under, lifting the left leg up, and we're going to kick that foot right up. to the ceiling. Try not to go too far where you get the arch in the lower back, so you want to control that movement. Squeezing your glutes, squeezing your bottom, nice and firm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it. We're going to use the hamstring now, so we're going to extend the leg and bend. Extend, bend. Keep on going. Focus on your posture as well, your upper back. So squeezing those shoulder blades into the rib cage. Keeping that chin gently tucked. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing sides. Tuck that tailbone under and lifting up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. And we're going to extend the leg out and bring it back to the bottom. Keeping your posture. Keep on breathing. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we go. Alright, so what we're going to do in this position is go into our glute stretch. Bring that left knee forward, foot across the body, drop the back knee down to the ground, and just putting that weight down through that hip. Keeping your pelvis nice and square, so try not to twist. What I like to tend to do is keep that leg in line with the shoulder. Keeping that tailbone tucked under, so we're not sort of slumping over too much. Keeping that tailbone in that position, you should get a nice sort of stretch in the opposite hip flexor as well. Now that's everything settling down, what I want you to think about doing is pushing the knee down into the ground, and then this knee down into the ground also. Alright, so now what we do is just place the arm across the body, so to the side of the same arm with the same leg. We're going to transition the weight over to the left hand side, so using the right arm, pushing ourselves over to the left side. Bring that left knee in line with your right shoulder. When you're doing this, try not to drop that pelvis, so keep that pelvis nice and parallel to the ground and holding. After about 30 to 60 seconds, it should start to ease off. Once the stretch starts to ease off, you can just move in between. So bring your shoulder, move the shoulder or the torso across that knee. So if it feels all comfortable, you can gently drop out of that stretch. If it feels tight, still hold it for longer. For those who don't feel much of a stretch, we can progress over to the opposite side. So bringing that right knee up to your chest, foot across the body, sinking down into the stretch. If you're not getting too much of a stretch in the glute, going back up onto the back toe and pull yourself down further. So walk yourself down further, shoulders down and back, tuck that tailbone under, you should get a nice stretch. When the stretch starts to ease off, you push those two knees into the ground as if you're scissoring down. That should increase the stretch again a little bit more. You can also reposition yourself, so bring yourself back further. Bring the right arm out to the side. pushing with the left, and we're going to transition the weight over. So we're not twisting the body, we're just transitioning the weight right across. So your centre of gravity pushes right across. Again, once that stretch settles down, you can just move side to side. There's not much of a stretch, you can just either hold it for longer if you want, or you can just slowly ease out. If it's giving you a good stretch, hold it for that 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, coming out of that stretch, we're going to go into the Ballerina Stretch. So bending the left knee, placing onto the leg. We're going to put the weight on both the sit bones, so keep your weight nice and balanced. We're going to reach up like a ballerina, turn to face the bent knee, up over a barrel, and we're going to rest on that right arm onto the right leg. This stretches the side of the torso, your quadratus lumborum. Getting a nice twist in. Continue with your breathing into the tummy, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Every time you take a deep breath out, just slowly bring that arm across. So think about your lower back staying up nice and extended, and we're getting a nice twist through. Holding this stretch. Again, once the stretch eases off, you can gently let go, or if you want to hold on longer, by all means. Doing it for 3 to 4 minutes is quite a nice stretch. But if you feel that there's not much of a stretch, just gently roll out. So we're going to bring that arm back to the centre, rolling around, dropping the arms, changing legs. So at any time you can always pause this just to keep with your own stretching program. So we're going to get that weight on the pelvis, sit bones, lifting up, turning over the bent knee, up and over. Get a nice stretch in that side of the torso. Continue your breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Every time you breathe out, just bring that left arm across the body. If you have disc issues, then obviously don't go as far. Never go through pain, so if you feel pain, just stop there and hold the stretch. If it continues to persist, then absolutely stop. If that feels comfortable and you don't feel much of a stretch, then just unwind yourself. So bring the arm across the body, untwist yourself, and down. Finishing off with your hamstring stretch. So standing up nice and tall, toes facing straight, ground down those feet. We're going to breathe in, breathing out, rolling down. Just holding. Should start to settle down, so just get a little bit of a wiggle on, just loosening off. You should find that that wiggle will let you come down a little bit further. We can do the wee dance, so we just bend and extend the knee just ever so gently. Try not to let the pelvis rock too much with this. You just want to get it to bend and extend, keeping those knees straight and not wanting to twist around. Alright, now you can start to get a little bit of a twist on. So this just gets a little bit of a twist on that lower back.
Slow that movement down. You should start to feel yourself going down a little bit further. Alright, if you feel one side a little bit more tighter than the other, then hold that a little bit longer. You can just do a little bit of a shimmy. Otherwise, if it feels quite comfortable, stopping there, breathing in, breathing out, slowly coming back up.
Shake it all out. And now you're done for another rainy old day. Alright, have a great day, great holidays, and we'll catch up with you again next week. See you then. Bye.